Let's see how this is going to work. Uh-oh, it's going to cover up my thermostat. Yeah, that's okay. I can always cut that down and rehem that and thin it up. Hey everybody, Backpack Hack here, coming at you with another trail tip. Just got back from the hardware store. They had a sale on these things, these garden flags. And I was looking for something inexpensive that kind of fit this area, my hallway. This is my bedroom door, and this is the kitchen out here. But I was wanting to hide something here. Not hide it, but just cover it up, out of sight, out of mind. And that is this right here. And I'll bet you everybody's thinking that's an electrical panel. And then you're thinking, no, we're talking Backpack Hack here. That is an electrical panel. It's not an electrical panel. It is actually an electrical panel, but it has a secret. Now, everybody I've had over to my house, I bring back here and I show them this, and I says, can you get this open? And they'll stumble and fumble with this, and they'll finally say, it's locked, you need the key. I said, yeah, I know. When I moved into the house, it was locked, and they never left the key, and they didn't have one. So if I ever trip a breaker, I'm kind of hosed, aren't I? I mean, I had to take a crowbar and bust this thing up. And they said, no, you can probably take the screws out and reset the breaker and then put the cover back on. Oh, thanks a lot. That's a great idea. Well, there are no breakers in this. Actually, I took the guts of this thing out. This is actually just a box, a big space in the wall. When I came up with this idea, I was researching hiding places and places where you could hide things in plain sight. And there's a lot of great ideas, but they're generally small items, like a medicine bottle full of gold coins or $100 bills rolled up. Small items. I was looking for some place where I could put a handgun that would be out in the open, readily accessible, but still hidden in plain sight. And this is what I came up with. And like I say, everybody comes here and they struggle and struggle and struggle. You just cannot get the grip on this thing to open it up, and they'll give up because they say it's locked. And as much as this looks like an electrical panel, it's not. Did you catch that? Let me show that to you again. There's no doubt about it. You're not going to get this open because you just can't get the grip on this thing. But there's the secret right there, folks. Did you catch that? Okay, let me show you how I did this. I took the guts out of a normal electrical panel, and I took this inner, what they call a dead front, off. So when you open up the door, you don't have access to all the wiring. You're just accessing the front of the breakers. Took all that out, recessed it in the wall, put the cover on it, and I've got a great hiding place for a lot of stuff. But what I did was, this latch has a little metal clip on it. I took that out. This is an ordinary lock that you buy at a office supply store that you use for locking up desk drawers and cabinet drawers. It's just there for show. It actually won't lock anything. In fact, even though I have the key, I can't lock it because of the thickness of the door. It bends over here and this bar hits it and I can't lock it. What holds this shut are 4 magnets that I have epoxied around the perimeter of the door. That's what holds it shut. That's why this stays shut. It won't bounce back. It stays shut. The magnets do that. And you can't get enough grip on this mechanism here to open it to overcome the magnets. Yes, you can get your nails, and it's hard to do, but you can't open it that way. But what I did was I bent this corner just a little bit. I covered it with a piece of cloth, took a pair of pliers, and just bent it ever so slightly. And I'll toss up some pictures here of it. This is what that looks like. And then the magnets are what hold it still. I also lined it with this, I think it's called melanine or melanite or something like that. You get it at the home centers. But the coup de trois is this right here. This is a piece of 2-inch PVC that is cut to the slant of the handle of my 9, and then I've got a notch in it for the trigger guard. So my 9 is sitting right there. I just reach in and I'm ready to engage. I've also got 3 clips up here that are fully loaded and ready to go. I've also got a tactical flashlight. I've got a couple boxes of ammo down here. I've got some a little satchel of keys for different things that I have. I can also put money in here, but I keep my cash somewhere else. Sometimes I'll toss cash in here when I have a good amount of cash, $100 bills. But this is a great idea, I thought, for hiding my 9mm, which I use for home defense, out in plain sight. And once I get this cut down and come up with a better way than just a screw or two to hold it up, it's going to be a great way to hide my home defense system right out of plain sight. So hopefully with the pictures and my video here, you're getting an idea of how this is made. So this is Backpack Hat coming at you with another trail tip. Consider getting one of these. They're very inexpensive. You can get them for like $35, $40 at the home center. I know it's not a legal lock in some states. Some locks say you have to have certain sizes of metal, and it has to be a lockable. You can get locks for these, but I don't know whether they satisfy the laws in your state. But there are no such laws in my state, and so I just did this. The thing you want to make sure of is when you cut this in the wall is you have the ability to, put this in the wall. It will fit between two 16-on-center studs, but you have to make sure that there's not any wiring or plumbing or heat runs back in here to do that. So you might have to patch a hole thinking, well, I was going to put it over here, but I have to put it over here. So this is Backpack Hat coming at you. Hopefully this gives you an idea for where you can hide some of your goodies and be safe out there, and I'll see you on the other side if shit hits the fan. Get this back up here. So